Welcome back to Dinar Current. This morning, global attention is fixed squarely on the foreign exchange market, as a decades-long saga may finally be approaching a critical turning point. For years, the Iraqi dinar has maintained an almost unshakable stability, a situation that has both tested patience and fueled hope among its holders. But today, familiar figures on trading apps and platforms are being monitored with an intensity never seen before. The atmosphere is charged, as murmurs and speculation swirl that a long-awaited rate adjustment may finally be imminent. Unlike countless past rumors, this time feels different. There's a tangible sense that something significant could be unfolding, pulling in not just seasoned traders but also everyday people who've quietly held onto the dinar for years. The Iraqi dinar has long been pegged within a narrow range, a structure designed for stability but one that has also prevented the currency from reflecting Iraq's true economic capacity. A nation rich in oil and natural resources, Iraq's financial future has always been seen as having enormous untapped potential. The possibility that a new exchange rate could be introduced today is being interpreted as a break from this static reality, a shift toward a freer, more dynamic economic path. For many holders, the story of the dinar stretches back a decade or more, when investors were drawn in by Iraq's immense energy reserves and the belief that post-conflict rebuilding would eventually restore its currency to strength. Over time, many gave up, discouraged by the lack of movement. But a loyal community remained steadfast, storing away their notes and waiting for the day they believed would come. That perseverance is what makes today so emotionally charged. All eyes are on the Forex markets, the stage where the real value of currencies is determined. Screens are being refreshed constantly, online forums are buzzing, and speculation is at a fever pitch. In these communities, every rumor, every whisper of behind-the-scenes developments is analyzed and debated, amplifying the collective sense that history could be in the making. For some, the dream has always been a life-changing revaluation, a surge in value that could wipe out debts, secure retirements, or completely rewrite financial futures. Others would see even a modest upward move as a validation of their long patience and faith. A small adjustment would be enough to prove the dinar is on a recovery track, while a major revaluation could instantly transform lives. The uncertainty of scale is what makes this moment so captivating. One possibility being discussed is that instead of a dramatic overnight revaluation, the Central Bank of Iraq might opt to allow the dinar to float, letting market forces determine its value gradually. This would be a cautious, strategic move, designed to test market reactions and avoid shockwaves. Whatever form it takes, any visible movement would mark a significant departure from the long era of stasis. September 2025 isn't being seen as just another day on the calendar. In the world of currency speculation, certain dates often carry weight, believed to align with high-level meetings, international financial agreements, or carefully timed monetary policy rollouts. Such changes are rarely spontaneous, they usually follow months or years of preparation to ensure infrastructure can handle the transition. For holders, this backdrop adds credibility to today's chatter. Reports of unusual activity inside Iraqi banks, system upgrades, new equipment, staff training, have further stoked speculation. While such developments could be routine, their timing has been seized on by the community as subtle clues that something larger is happening behind closed doors. Screenshots, chart movements, and unverified, insider, whispers are being shared non-stop online, creating a sense of urgency that fuels the excitement. The emotional weight of this moment cannot be overstated. For those who have waited patiently for years, sometimes in the face of skepticism and ridicule from others, the possibility of seeing their faith validated by a single number on a screen is almost overwhelming. The mixture of hope, fear, and anticipation is palpable. Some worry about selling too soon, others about missing the right moment, but all are united in watching, waiting, and hoping. Even a small rate increase could bring meaningful relief, helping to pay bills, reduce debt, or provide financial breathing room. A larger surge, however, could be transformative, delivering the kind of wealth that people have been envisioning since they first acquired their dinar. The chatter isn't confined to Iraq. Traders across the globe are watching closely, with some speculating that an adjustment to the dinar could trigger moves in other undervalued currencies like the Vietnamese dong. In a world where financial markets are deeply interconnected, even one nation's currency shift could signal broader changes. Of course, skepticism remains. Dinar watchers have endured countless false alarms, dates, and rumors that ended in disappointment. That history tempers expectations, keeping many cautious even as excitement builds. But this time, the alignment of reform efforts, reports of bank preparations, and the strategic significance of today's date has created a feeling that this moment is unlike those that came before. Across Iraq, ordinary citizens are also paying attention, reporting what they see at their local banks and sharing observations with the global community. In this way, the story of the dinar's possible revaluation is both global and local, played out on international markets but grounded in the experiences of everyday Iraqis. As September unfolds, the world is watching. Whether the change is small or dramatic, any movement at all could mark the beginning of a new chapter in the Iraqi dinar's story. After decades of waiting, speculation, and hope, this moment feels like more than just another trading day. It feels like the culmination of a journey, with all eyes locked on one number that could finally shift the course of history for Iraq's currency.